What is up, guys? I'm Daddy Gamer Fred, back again with another PUBG video. Nah, I don't do PUBG videos. I barely do Xbox videos. But today is a big announcement for PUBG fans around the world and Xbox fans around the world as well. We have official announced date for the highly anticipated game to come to the Xbox One family of systems, and that is PUBG. The date is 12/12/2017. You heard me right. It's actually making the window for this year, so you Xbox fans are gonna have tons of basically ammo and fuel to point at other systems and say, you may have Battle Royale, but you do not have PUBG, because PUBG, again, in my opinion, is up there with Mario, with Zelda, as the best experience this year as far as video games wise is concerned. And is it gonna win Game of the Year, overall for the best Game of the Year? Maybe not, but it is damn sure neck and neck with Zelda. And I have a couple of my PUBG stories I have to basically get off my chest to kind of let you guys know what my stance and my thoughts on PUBG, because I actually never did a video on it and basically gave where I stand with the game. Basically, I played a couple of rounds at friend's house, and then I kind of didn't see it. I kind of didn't feel it. I guess because I was rushed, and we all was trying to play together, and we died instantly, and then we died instantly again, and I didn't even kind of feel what I was doing per se until I actually got it at my house set up and stuff like that, and playing it and actually with headphones on, with my control setup and everything, and actually feeling like I was being hunted and just Metal Gear style, like chrome on the floor, crawling up a fucking hill to look over to see if I can hear anybody or see anybody potentially that I can kill. Oh my god, like this, to me, PUBG is about the experience. It's not about driving and shooting somebody or whatever the case may be. To me, you can do that in tons of games. That's not why I would consider it the game of the year. I would consider it the game of the year just like for its conversation piece. More so, it's like your experience with it. Your experience with PUBG is going to be different from mine. It's going to be different from anyone out there in the world, because you're going to play it how you see fit to play it. Now, mind you, there are going to be players who kind of play the same, but still they will end up with different gameplay videos and different aspects of how they're doing it and how they're playing. This is the reason why it's probably the #1 game on Steam right now as far as people playing it, #1 on Twitch right now, probably, of people playing it as well. And it's just because it's so fun to just have an experience in it. I remember when Zelda Breath of the Wild first popped, and we were hearing stories left and right about people finding new shrines and finding that they can do this, they can do that, they can do this. It's the same thing every day with PUBG. Now, mind you, we're not solving shrines or anything, but every day there's a new way someone's getting killed, or did a flip over a house with a car and jumped out and shotgun somebody through a door, whatever the case may be. Like, it is incredible. It's infinite amount of possibilities and stories that you get from PUBG, and to me, that is what makes Game of the Year. It's the conversation piece of the year. Now, mind you, everyone is like right now in love with Super Mario Odyssey, and I think, Super Mario Odyssey is definitely one of those games that people are going to have different takes and different stories, different experiences with. Mind you, that to me, these, it's playing off for a 20, plus year old franchise that, it's just hitting those nostalgia bells so perfectly in that game. And I'm not taking anything away from Super Mario Odyssey. Hell, it might be my game of the year anyway. But PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. If you haven't played it, the Xbox One version of it probably is going to be your best bet to play it, because if you haven't played it because you don't have a powerful PC or what have you, you don't even need a powerful PC. I played on my laptop, and it's not as powerful as you think. But again, it's definitely a conversation piece style game, and I have nothing but praise for it. And it is definitely going to be my experience of the year. If this Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC does come out this year, and again, maybe that does blow my mind. But that's DLC, even though PUBG is currently in open beta and open access, whatever, and it is currently getting DLC. They're currently adding stuff to the game. They're currently adding to the experience. So yeah, you can say that, use that as a card to be like, well, it shouldn't be game of the year if it's not finished. You can use that again for any game. I could kind of say Zelda, Horizon. Well, these games are getting DLC now. Mind you, they're just additions to the regular built base game, which are already fantastic. But that DLC, if it's coming out that year, I think I'm one of those people who think that, yeah, if that DLC is coming out that year of the release of the game, it should be counted towards the game of the year. I remember The Witcher Blood and Wine came out, and my God, that felt like a direct sequel to that game, more so than DLC, and it made me appreciate that game more. Now, I don't think The Witcher Blood and Wine came out the same year. I don't think so. But that was one of those games that I just literally, I had to rethink my game of the year, the way I kind of do it. I usually just choose which game that came out that year that was the best. But then, dealing with DLC and added content and also season passes and stuff like that, things that separate gamers and things that bring gamers together. PUBG, to me, bring gamers together, gave everyone different experiences, and literally every day there is a new PUBG story about it, new players are playing, or it breaking, sell records, or whatever the case may be, or, someone's finding out that you can finding something new in the game. Yeah, people are still, that kind of died down for Zelda. And of course, Mario, people are still finding new stuff. It just came out, and people were going to be speed running that game to death. I can bet it, because again, it just came out, and Mario is a big speed running game, so we probably will hear tons of it in the news of new tricks and new ways people are finding moons and stuff like that. But I think PUBG as an overall game is not 100% there. It's not, it has a little jank, and I'm not saying that jank is 100% bad. It's just, it can't win game of the year with jank. Zelda doesn't have jank. It has jank, but it's not jank like PUBG jank. And again, that's not to take away anything away from PUBG. I just think it's amazing that it's actually coming to consoles, because when I first heard about it and seen it, I was just like, get this PC bullshit shooter out of here. And, actually playing it for the first time, again, I wasn't sold until I actually sat down and played it myself alone, and I think, yeah, it's going to be on a lot of people's game of the years for fucking good reason, because it is a fucking amazing experience. And if you haven't played it, the Xbox One on December 12th is the fucking way to go. I'm Daddy Gamer Fred on Instagram and Twitter. Like always, you can bring the conversation there. I'm the American Gamer in Switzerland right here on YouTube. And yes, I'm going to be doing a ton of these video game news update videos where I just basically talk my ass off and give my opinion. So if you are interested in that, please hit the like button on the video, hit the subscribe button so you can be subscribed, hit the bell so you'll be notified on the next time I do a video. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next news update. And again, if you haven't played PUBG, I want to just nail that thought in your head, you should be picking up the Xbox One version. If you do have an Xbox again, and if you haven't played PUBG, hell, if you don't have an Xbox, this year is probably the most greatest time to get one. Not per se for PUBG. Yeah, that might sway your opinion, but with the Xbox One X coming out, now mind you, if you don't have the dough for the X, it being $500 and all, I can understand. And you want to just grab the S, which to me this Friday, Black Friday, probably is going to be dirt cheap, and I would recommend picking that up, especially if it comes bundled with like a fucking Minecraft or something to that nature. It's going to be worth the pick up, and just to add the Xbox One X or S to, or the Xbox One in general, to your library, so you can potentially pick up Xbox exclusive games, all the Halos and shit like that. So let me know in the comment section below, like always, your thoughts. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video.